Hi friends, today we are going to discuss the second chapter, which is the human eye and the colorful world. First of all, we are studying about the human eye. So what is the relevance of human eye in this chapter or the physics? So we know that the human eye is not just an organ, but it is a sensory organ. And we know that we have so many other sensory organs and which can sense some other energies. So the human eye have the property like it can sense the light energy. So that's why we are studying about the human eye in this chapter. So first of all, we can look what are the parts, the main parts of the human eye. Now you can see here the picture of the eye, human eye. So if you are looking there, you can see that the first part through which the light enters to the eye is cornea. And if you are looking the cornea, we can say that cornea is the thin membrane, it is a transparent membrane through which the light enters to the rest of the parts or into the eye. So that is the relevance of cornea, and this is the first and foremost part or the top layer. This is the top layer of the eye. So second part is iris. So iris is just behind the cornea and it is a dark muscular diaphragm. Okay, and in the center of that iris there will be a hole, and that hole is called pupil. And this hole can be controlled by the diaphragm or this iris. So if the iris or the muscle are expanding, the hole will increase. If the muscles are contracting, then the iris or the pupil will decrease their hole, or the iris can decrease the hole. The third part is pupil. Then if you are looking the pupil, it's a hole. Okay, through that hole the light is entering to the lens. This black hole is called pupil, and this pupil can control the light or the light entering to the eye. If the pupil is very small, then less light will be entering to the eye, and if the pupil is a large pupil, then the more energy or light can enter to that eye. So the pupil can control the light which is entering to our eye. So after the pupil, the light will enter to the lens, and that lens is like a jelly material. It is a converging lens, and the focus of that lens will be at retina. And again the lens will be fixed by, or it will be catched by the three pairs of muscles, that is called ciliary muscles. That is the next part, which is ciliary muscles, and these ciliary muscles have the control over the lens. Means the lens, the curvature of the lens will be determined by the ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles are holding the lens on that place. So it's a ciliary muscle will be in three pairs, and if the ciliary muscles are expanding or contracting, so the lens can be modified their curvature. So this is how we are getting the images of different places. So the ciliary muscles can adjust the curvature of that lens. So then you can see that the last one, which is retina. So retina is like a screen. So we know that we can form some images on the screen. No, in the same way we are forming the image in that retina. So the lens will be a convex lens. So the focus of that lens will be at retina. So there will be the images. In the retina you can see different types of light sensitive cells, and this light sensitive cell can convert the light energy into electrical energy, and this electrical energy can be transferred through the optical nerve, and at last they will reach at the brain. In the retina, if you are looking at the retina, there will be a kind of image which is inverted and which will be very small or diminished, and this light can be transferred to the brain. So next we are going to look at how our eye responding to different objects at different places. So that means how the image is accommodating in our retina by using the lens and ciliary muscles. If the object is very far away, we know that the focal length should be large. Then for the far objects, the focal length should be very large, so that the ciliary muscles will become very relaxed. So the curvature will become very thin, or the lens will become very thin, so we can form the image on the retina. Then if the object is very close enough, or it is very near object, then we can say that the ciliary muscles will become very contracted, so the lens will become very thick, so that the focal length will be very small. Then also we can find the image, or we can accommodate the image on the retina. So this is how we are accommodating the image on the retina by using the ciliary muscles and lens. So the ciliary muscles have this much important role for forming the image on retina. Today we have studied some parts of the human eye and the accommodation of the images on the retina. As a bonus, we can say two more points, that is, for a normal person, at 25 centimeter will be the nearest point at which he can see a clear image. That means, if the object is at 20 centimeter or 15 centimeter, which is below 25 centimeter, it will never become a clear image. That means, a normal person can see the clear image at minimum of 25 centimeter, and the far point of a normal person will be at infinity. He can see, or a normal person can see an object clearly at the maximum point at infinity, up to infinity. There is no limit up to where he can see clearly. In the next class, we can discuss some diseases or some defects of eyes which is commonly seen in our humans. So we will discuss about the 4 diseases or defects that is causing to our eye. So for today we can wind up. Thank you.